When most people think of southern Thailand, they think of places like Phuket and Koh Phi Phi, beaches, parties, paradise, right? But there is just so much of southern Thailand that most people just completely miss. And from here, I'll be riding all the way back up to Bangkok. I'll be traveling through places that most people don't visit and just might change the way you see Thailand. I'm Paddy Doyle, this is my bike Zelda, and this is Betong to Bangkok via the undiscovered southern Thailand. Enjoy the episode. Okie dokie, we're about to leave Betong. Had a great few days here. It's been so much fun to rediscover the southernmost town. But me and Zelda, we're all packed up and we're ready to leave. I've just had a delicious breakfast of some dim sum, and I've got one mission for today. That is to reach the ocean. I don't know if I'm gonna head towards the ocean in Pattani or in Narathiwat. I'll make up my mind as the day unfolds, because between here and the ocean, there are mountains, valleys, lakes, bridges, forests, caves. If you saw the previous episode, I spent quite a bit of money, probably too much money, upgrading the bike. This is now no longer a 125cc. This is now a 185cc. I put a big bore kit in it. I put in a bunch of other things, a new exhaust, and yeah, she's got a bit more power now. And to be honest, I think it was worth it, because just going into the mountains yesterday, it was such a breeze. Not like massive mountains, we're not exactly scaling the Himalayas, but there are quite a lot of mountains in the deep south, and we have to navigate them today. So let's just get cracking, eh? The people in Betong have been nothing but really nice and hospitable to me. Lovely people, some good food. It's just a colourful, interesting town. And the majority of the people here are big bikers. Big bikers from Malaysia. They normally get on their bikes, sometimes as deep as Singapore, and they come all the way into Thailand. And from Betong, once they've crossed the border, they normally get some breakfast and then they head up north. Sometimes as far north as Chiang Mai. I've seen Malaysian bikers drive all the way from Kuala Lumpur to Chiang Mai. And Betong is kind of the beginning of day one. They drive to the border, cross the border, get some dim sum, and then they ride this road that we're riding today. Anyway, Betong, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your hospitality. We've got a full tank of fuel. We've got a belly full of dim sum. What could go wrong? About half an hour into my journey, I've just pulled into a little village on the side of the road, and I've just seen this beautiful wooden bridge here and the distant sound of children having fun. Oh, okay. Quite a rickety bridge over a beautiful jungle stream. And the local kids having a nice swim. Sawadee ka! Sawadee ka! Sawadee! According to Google Maps, there are villages in the jungle, and I think they use this bridge as a way of crossing from the jungle into the villages. This is cool. This is why I came to the south of Thailand, the deep south, to try and share these types of experiences with you. Just village people living in the jungle, swimming in the river with the kids, you know, just enjoying nature, far away from the jet ski scams, buckets of beer, the full moon parties, which southern Thailand is famous for, but my gosh, completely misunderstood. This is the southern Thailand that I want to share and experience with you all at home. beautiful driving these twisty mountain roads down here in Betong, in southern Yala, I should say. And I forgot I didn't get a coffee this morning. I don't know what I was thinking. I did not stop at the local Cafe Amazon, but I've just checked on Google Maps. There is a little shop around the corner, around the bend. Hopefully we can get a nice iced coffee, somewhere with a beautiful view, ideally. Because right near to where I'm driving, I'm just driving alongside it, and I keep getting glimpses of it, is one of the biggest lakes in Thailand. Welcome to the coffee shop. Bit of a change of pace from my usual Cafe Amazon in a PTT garage, to be honest. This looks good. Oh, proper coffee. So I'm just on Google Maps, which is my trusty partner in crime. And I think this is going to take a long time. It's going to be maybe a 1 day or a 2 day drive. I'm not quite sure. It's a distance, actually. So what I'm thinking is we'll just keep driving. There's one place I really want to revisit, which is this really cool cave. I remember going there last time, and I very briefly, I don't know what happened. I think there was some kind of big family having a big picnic there, and I didn't really want to, I don't know what happened. It was a long time ago. My memories of being in the deep south are so broken. I can only remember a few things I ate and a few people I met. I've done so much and gone so many places since that I just don't have strong memories of it. But I definitely want to revisit this cave, because I think you can drive your motorbike through it. That's about an hour away, and then it's just going through the countryside. And you know, one thing that doesn't really translate very well on video is just the feeling of driving and seeing towns and villages and people pass you by. And the open road, it's just, it's a frequency that's difficult to portray on a YouTube video, but one that makes me very happy. Oh, and I flew the drone whilst I was waiting for my coffee. The lake is right here. It's right next to where we're staying, and oh my gosh, in every direction, there's this beautiful, almost like the lake in Ao Manao National Park, but it's down here in Yala, and it is beautiful. And the roads are just twisting and turning all around the lake. And in a minute we'll cross a beautiful bridge. But I think what I'm going to do is just do the next section of this video to a piece of music, so that you can enjoy the views, the roads, some of the interesting sights that we see. And also just a quick mention before we get back on the road and start this piece of music. A big thank you to Squarespace, one of my channel sponsors, who's thankfully sponsoring today's adventure. Yes, if you need a website for any reason, then definitely check out Squarespace. It's where I built my website, and it looks fantastic. I just chose one of their award-winning templates, and it was really easy to design. And because Squarespace has a fantastic app, you can post to your website whilst you're traveling, just like I do. Building a website is completely free, so give it a try. They even have AI to help you, called Design Intelligence. Answering a few simple questions, the AI will know exactly how to build the website custom to your needs. So yeah, if you're looking to build a website for your business, then go to squarespace.com/Paddy Doyle, and you'll unlock 10% off your first website or domain. You can also click the link in the description. Okay, DJ, hit the tune, let's hit the road, and let's see where we end up. About an hour north of Betong is this beautiful bridge that crosses this huge lake. It's a great place to stop, pull over, and admire the landscapes. And I met this big group of big bikers. They were on a tour from Kuala Lumpur up to Chiang Mai. I wished them well, and then it was time to crack on. We have a lot of distance to cover if we're going to make the ocean before sunset. And as I approached the border of the next province, I thought it was fitting to add this sticker to our list of accomplishments. Okay, ride safe. Thank you. Bye-bye. One thing you can't tell on camera is how swelteringly hot it was today, 38 degrees. But surprisingly, there were a few really beautiful cafes on the route, so I could pull over and get a nice refreshing drink. But even though it was boiling hot, nothing could dampen the spirits with these surroundings as you drive. Just absolutely epic. The deep south of Thailand is just so overlooked. This is a unique section. You drive through a cave, it's a welcome break from the heat, and a great place for local kids to come and swim, have ice cream, and to be honest, you just pull over and you can soak up a little bit of the village lifestyle, because this is where a lot of the locals come to hang out, especially on hot days like today. Another few hours down the road, I had to pull over because I could see some scary looking storm clouds. The wind was blowing, the storm was a-brewing, and rain was on the horizon. Now, I didn't quite make it to Pattani province, which was my end goal for today. The storm had blown me east towards the province of Narathiwat. However, I soldiered on through the heat, through the rain, and eventually, 5 hours later, just before the sun was setting, I made it to the ocean. Look, it's the sea. We made it from Betong in Yala to the coast of Narathiwat. This is Narathiwat Beach, and I'll spare you the hassle, but basically I spent 2 hours driving around the town trying to find a place to stay. If you travel solo around southern Thailand and you go into the lesser known areas, there's only one enemy, and it's the same enemy that you will come across no matter where you go in the planet, to be honest. As a solo traveler, and it's called the weekend. When it's the weekend, you know, you don't realize, because when you're on the road, days just blend into days. And then all of a sudden you turn up and it's like, why is it so busy? Why is everything so full? Why can't I find a room online? Why do I go to these nice looking guest houses and they're all full? Oh, it's a Saturday and everybody's here for the weekend seeing family. And so yeah, I'll spare you, but I found a place. I can only stay one night. I have to change hotels tomorrow, and I want to stay in Narathiwat for at least 3 days. This is a really cool town, and just driving through it and driving around it, I love it here. The people seem really friendly. There seems to be quite a lot of things to see and do, including just relaxing with this beautiful breeze coming in from the ocean. But for today, I'm just gonna pat myself on the back for that long drive, that beautiful drive, but yeah, need to sort of take a chill pill, recharge. We'll pick things up tomorrow. Recently, when I was in the province of Yala, in the previous episode, I met a family from Narathiwat and we just got chatting at the hot springs. And I said, oh, where should I visit when I'm in the province? And they told me to come check out Manao National Park. And here I am. It's a beautiful long stretch of sand. Just been walking around exploring these miniature sand dunes, heading over towards where these rocks are. I don't know if you can hear me, it's extremely windy out here today. But I've just flown the drone and got some really great perspectives for you of this beautiful cove after cove, and it loops around. There's a little trail that goes through the forest here, and I've checked on Google Maps, there's a little cafe as well. But it's just a nice clean stretch of sand. It's really beautiful, very quiet, and somewhere I've never visited before. Manao National Park here in the province of Narathiwat. Definitely a thumbs up from me. Beautiful. One thing I love about Narathiwat province, other than the beautiful beaches and the friendly people, is their dedication to these colourful wooden fishing vessels that you see all over the town. They're very different to the typical Thai longtail boats. They're more colourful, flamboyant, and they display local artwork in such a unique way. I absolutely love them. They're everywhere, from road signs to restaurant decorations. They're just all over Narathiwat, and they really add a sense of culture and colour to the streets. Now yes, it's deeply Muslim in this province, but you'll see Buddhist temples. I even saw a few churches. This is still a big city, and so it's a melting pot of cultures, languages, foods, and a real unique part of southern Thailand. Right, let's pop in for some lunch because I want to revisit a restaurant I came to 4 years ago, and I'm praying to God that I will have a similar experience as last time. As I mentioned in a previous video, when I was last in the Deep South, it was over 4 years ago, and so my memories are very sporadic. I remember certain places, certain things, a few people, a few meals, but overall, because it was such a long time ago, I can't really remember that much. But one thing that I have very fond memories of, and I am praying to God is still just as good as the last time, is this little restaurant in the middle of Narathiwat town. It's called Ahkoo. And behind me, they've actually expanded. It's a huge buffet now. There's nobody here yet because everybody eats dinner in the evening and this place is packed. And their menu is very big, and they do lots of local southern Thai food, lots of som tam, and they do lots of, goreng, nasi goreng, and, Malaysian Muslim food. Well, they also do biryani. But I have such a fond memory of a burger, believe it or not. I came here and I had a beef burger, and I'd been in the Deep South eating lots of food and lots of Thai food, and I was starting to crave a bit of Western food, and I saw a burger on the menu here and I had zero expectations, but it was by far one of the best things I've ever eaten. So let's pray to God, because I've just ordered another one, that it's still as good. It looks just as good as the last time. I remember the smell. Honestly, I'm salivating. This is quite a ridiculous lunch. It's probably going to ruin my dinner. I am so happy right now. Here we go. Still just as good. After lunch, I nipped to a nearby national park where there's a beautiful waterfall where locals come to swim, relax, and have fun. Yeah, this national park is gorgeous, and I really recommend you come and visit for the day if you are in Narathiwat. Come and chill out by the waterfall or just enjoy the nature walk into the forest.
too far away from the national park is a really famous 400-year-old mosque that I wanted to come and revisit, and the roads to reach it from the national park are so beautiful.
Okay, I don't know how long I can stay here because this is a really interesting mosque. It's 400 years old, okay? So people were praying to Allah here way before anyone even knew of Australia, New Zealand, the United States, or Canada. That didn't even exist on a map. And yet this building was here and people were worshipping it. But what's interesting is it's also a school and there are loads of kids. And I've just driven my bike into the school where the mosque is. There are people praying. They just did the call to prayer on the megaphone, so they're all going in to pray. So I don't want to sort of like, you know, make a big fuss about filming it because it's a school and it's prayer time. And I think it's women and children time to pray by the look of things. There's no men around. So me being here is a bit strange. I think I'm going to leave and head to the beach, but an interesting place. I'll put it in the description if you're ever in the area. Bye, bye-bye. Oh my God, they're so adorable. Oh, nice bike. Swipe, Honda, swipe. Oh my God, everybody there was just so confused. Like, who is this foreigner and why is he at the temple? We're leaving. Heading to the beach. 15 minutes away.
Narathiwat has a long, beautiful coastline. There are many beaches and stretches of sand.
My. What a beautiful beach this is.
Now, don't expect typical Thailand paradise beaches from the islands. Down here, the currents and the waves were too strong for swimming, in my opinion, but the beaches are still really beautiful and there's loads of good seafood and people are enjoying the nature all over the coastline of Narathiwat.
Okay, I'm having a lovely time in Narathiwat. I'm so glad I stayed here for 3 days. I've been kind of catching up on a little bit of work and a bit of rest, but I've also been exploring, as you've seen. But this video I've kind of shot in between the 2 or 3 days I've been here. So I've come back to this beach where I first arrived after my long drive from Yala, because it's by far the best place to come, especially in the afternoon. All of the locals, all of the kids, all of the families come down here to enjoy the beach after beach. There's playgrounds, there's football pitches, there's mosques, there's loads of beautiful, colourful fishing boats, and I'm gonna try and capture that all for you. I'll just share with you the love, the vibes, the happiness, the smiles, and the colours of Narathiwat. Careful!
Now, so far in the deep south, I've been here a week and I've had nothing but positive experiences with the locals here. This is a great example of the typical interactions that I've been experiencing. Someone comes over, introduces themselves, and they start asking me questions. Where are you from? Where are you traveling to? And more importantly, what brings you to Narathiwat? They're so happy to see you down here. They don't get many foreign visitors, and so just by passing through, you'll get to meet lots of curious, friendly locals. It was a beautiful afternoon stroll along this particular beach, and the sunset was again fantastic. There was a huge festival happening down the road in the town, so let's finish the video down there.
We've gotten quite lucky because there's a mini festival going on for the next 3 days. It's a celebration of Thailand and Malaysia. Obviously, we're so close to the border. There's a lot of crossover here in culture, food, religion, and just the vibe is quite Malay here. Anyway, lots of food, lots of music going on. Let's go have a look, and we'll finish with a very delicious looking local meal that I've seen on sale here. It looks absolutely delicious. I can't wait to try it. The very first stall of the market. It looks absolutely delicious. There's this beautiful spicy sauce, and they're dipping chicken, they're dipping mussels, they're dipping mackerel into this curry sauce and then cooking it on charcoal. I can't tell you how good this smells. I'm 1000% gonna get one, but probably on my way out because it's the first stall and we've got like 400 left to go.
I was here filming for ages. I've never seen so many unique, different types of street food all in one night market. It really was so fragrant and so delicious. And it wasn't just food. They had music, singing, dancing. It really was a really fun festival. This was the food I was trying to track down. Delicious, crispy fried chicken with rice and curry sauce and veggies, fried onions, fried garlic. It was absolutely delicious. And that, my friends, was a recap of my 3 days exploring the province of Narathiwat. But what happens next? Where are we going? Well, let me tell you.
Okay, I'm leaving Narathiwat and we have a very exciting road trip. All the way from Paddy, the next province, to Paradise. My main goal is to reach the Maldives of Thailand, a very remote, very beautiful tropical island. So if you want to join me on this epic road trip, then you can click right here and watch it right now.